Hey, loungers. I hope everybody is doing as great as I am today. Listen, guys, I am so excited to tell you guys exactly what we are about to have, okay? We are going to get into all this beautiful stuff today. We're not going to be very long. We're just going to talk about it and talk about what we're having, okay? And kind of talk about some grandparent time and just some things that, to edify ourselves as grandparents, okay? Truly appreciate everybody that took part in the poll that I did. We had about 29 votes on it, and we are going to talk about exactly what you guys came up with, whether or not we're having twins or whether or not we're having a single birth. Okay, so I definitely appreciate all of you for being in the building. Make sure that you guys do hit the like button on the way in. We're going to play a quick timer, and then we're going to get right into the festivities. I appreciate you guys, and hit the like button on the way in, guys. I truly, truly appreciate all of you for being in the building. Steph Collins, Ray Triggs, truly appreciate y'all and everybody that is in the clouds as well. Ray, you said, I bet it was a girl, so it's probably a boy with my betting record this year. I highlighted that because there were so many family members that said the same things, right? And then everybody found out what it was, and then we all know, and everybody's just excited. Okay, now I'm going to reveal to you guys exactly the sex of the baby. Okay, but before I get into that, I just want to give a couple of things in regards to grandparents, and how difficult it might be to be a grandparent. Especially if you've raised multiple children like I have. Okay, I raised 6 kids. One of them is still in high school, and the rest of the kids are all adults. I've successfully done that, and they're all successful in life, right? Some have been to college, some have careers and different things like that. And I'm very, very proud of every single one of them. I have a child that has some mental illness that has experienced those things, but he also has come to a different space in life. He is now doing what he has to do and handling his business. And he also is working and very successful. And I'm very, very proud of that and very proud of being a mother and putting my efforts into my children. And I'll tell you guys, I don't know how I did it, right? Especially after my husband passed away. When he died, I really honestly don't know how I did it except with the help of my mother and other family members that were able to hold me down through my emotional parts of that and be able to help me, raise them. But as I got through that and as I saw their own pain, from their father's death, that gave me the strength that I needed to have in order to push them through. Okay. And I'm so thankful to this day for everything that they have accomplished and everything that they've done. I always knew I would have a big family. I never knew that I was going to have, a whole bunch of kids and stuff, but I knew I was going to have at least 5 children. Okay. I told my parents that when I was a child that I was going to adopt 5 kids from different countries, right? I didn't think about having them myself. I just said, I was going to adopt 5 kids from different countries and I was going to make sure that I was rich and I was going to go ahead and give them everything, And I did try to accomplish that as much as I could, kind of to my own detriment, right? To the point where the kids now, well, now they don't. I've had to have a couple tough conversations with them, but over the years, they really thought that they had this privileged life, where, everything was going to be handed to them and so forth and so on. And I've had to teach them some other things over the years. And they've learned that, and I'm very proud of that. I'm also proud of not being so hard on them, right? And letting them just live life and be kids and, and do certain things that I wasn't able to do as a child. I'm very proud of that. And I'm also very proud that they were sexually responsible and that they are now, in positions where they're able to take care of children, where they're not able to necessarily, struggle and so forth, but they're taking care of their responsibilities and then they're able to take care of their kids if they decide to have kids. And so that I am very, very proud of. And you can't ask for anything more as a grandparent. So now that I have my first child having a grandchild for me, I am super duper excited to be here for her and to be, here for him and to know, what I can, contribute to their lives to help them be better parents to their children. And one of the things that I've learned is, just have patience, to have patience with the kids. I probably have, honestly, more patience with my youngest child who is in high school now than I did with my oldest child, right? Because she was my first child and I didn't really know what to do. I had no idea how to be a parent, and they don't come with no manual. I've always told them that. Y'all don't come with no manual, okay? I can't pull up a manual and tell me what to do with you. I have to learn it. I have to figure it out. I have to be there. I have to cry. I have to get up in the middle of the night, all kinds of stuff, lose sleep, all kinds of stuff over y'all. And that doesn't change even when they become adults, okay? Actually, it becomes more intense when they become adults, right? Now they need different things that are that are pertaining to real life that you didn't have to do when they were little kids. You can keep them confined in the house. You can keep different things happening. But once they become adults, they can do whatever they want to, right? So now all you can do is pray, and just hope that God protects them, and different things like that. But also thank God that hold on guys, let me put y'all on hold for just a second. Hold on one second, guys. All right, sorry guys. Anyway, yeah, there's just certain things that you learn, as they get older that they need as they're adults, right? That they didn't need as children because you can kind of keep them all together and keep them in the same house. You can keep everything, protected, and you have a certain eye on everything, and then you can go to bed and go to sleep. Everything's fine. But once they get older, they can venture off by themselves. They can drive. They can do this. They can do that. And now you're worried about stuff, that you weren't worried about when they were little. And so I've had to adjust to those things over the years and have, with kids with different ages and stuff. And, and those are the things that I find very rewarding as being a mom. What I find to be the most rewarding as being a grandparent is the fact that whatever mistakes I might have made as a parent, I can now perfect as a grandparent. And all parents make mistakes. Don't get it twisted. We all make mistakes. We all do things, that, if we look back on it, we can say, yeah, I could have did this better. I could have did this different, and different things like that. But you have an opportunity that God gives you, that the universe gives you to actually change that or perpetuate something different, right? And I'm so excited to be in this space. I have no y'all have no idea, except the ones that are grandparents. You have no idea what that feels like. And shout out to Eyes. I heard you the other day because that actually reminded me of something that I said a few years ago, where I said, hey, I ain't gonna be watching your kids. You gonna have these kids. You have kids. I ain't gonna be watching your kids. I done raised y'all, right? And I said that to them. I've said that to them. Hey, listen, y'all gonna have y'all kids. Y'all ain't gonna be hitting me up to babysit and all this other stuff, and I'm not gonna be watching the baby and all this other stuff. But then, as time went along, right, I found myself going to bed a little bit earlier, wearing a robe at a certain at a certain time, and feeling down, feeling ready to chill and having my sleepy time tea ready on the side, my little blunt on the side, ready to chill, right? And not necessarily wanting to party and dance and twerk and do all this stuff that I might have did when I was younger. And now I have these things in place, which, perpetuated me into an older lifestyle, right? And so here I am. And then I found out that I'm a grandparent. And now I am absolutely ready to bring on my grandchild. And I wouldn't have any problem, watching my grandchild or babysitting or anything like that, because there's certain things that you just move past, once you get to a certain space in life. And so let's talk about some of the things that can make you an actual better grandparent. Okay. So there's 6 ways that are talked about making you a better grandparent. Let's just kind of go over those things, and then I will reveal the sex of the baby to you guys. So change with the times. Grandparents have a lot to share with grandchildren. And that is absolutely right. Okay. You got to change with the times that you're in. And that's one of the things that my grandparents did with me, especially my grandmothers, right? They actually taught me not only what happened in the past, but they taught me what to do in the future to the best of their knowledge, right? And to the best of what they could. My grandmother did everything she could how to teach me how to cook, right? And she did a damn good job at doing that. I keep up a lot of recipes that she taught me. And there's various different things that I've passed down to my children that they still do to this day. They've added their own ingredients and different things to it. Much more healthy, right? Because Southern Black people, we cook soul food, okay, And so grandma taught me how to teach how to cook a lot of soul food without taking all the fat out and stuff like that. So the kids have learned different things in regards to health, and they put that into those things. And I'm very proud that I was able to pass down those things to them, and they were able to perpetuate new things, into it. And so shout out to them for that. And I feel very great about that. So you got to keep up with the times that you're in, because the time that my grandma was in isn't the same. She was born in the 30s, well, actually the 40s. And there was a time where things were a certain way, and it's not like that now, right? So we got to adjust with what we're dealing with. If they're dealing with gangster rap and different things like that, or drill music particularly, that my youngest son talks about, those are things that I'm willing and open to talk to him about, and not jump down his throat about liking, but necessarily just, not jumping down his throat, but talking to him about real life and real things that are happening and stuff like that. So grandparents have to really keep up with what's going on in the world, right? If we really want to keep up with what's going on in their lives. Because if not, then we're just teaching them old teachings that don't necessarily work. And there are some things that did work in the past that don't work now. So that's just one thing that I wanted to say. Also, you want to share quality time. Some grandparents can't get enough of their children and grandchildren, and that's something about me. I love to spend time with the family. I don't always get time with the family, because they have their own lives and they have jobs and careers and school and different things that they have to do. And so I can't always be there like, we used to be. We can't always convene together like we used to when they were all younger. But now that, they're older, I do try to find time, especially during the holidays and different things like that, to kind of connect with them and make sure that, they understand what's going on. I also talk to them almost every day, yeah, the ones that are out of the house. I don't particularly talk to them every day, but I do talk to them, a few times a week, and to know that everything is good and everything is okay and different things like that. And just try to keep up with what's going on in their lives and just share that quality time with them. And I think that's something that I can take into being a grandparent, and just keeping that time up. And shout out to my daughter, who will be bringing their asses back to Delaware. Okay, so now we can all be in, the kids' lives, and make sure that they're all okay and stuff like that. If we need to babysit and stuff like that, we'll be here, right? And we have lots of family that are here to do that. So also, it says follow your child's leads, right? And I think that's very, very important. There were times where, as a parent, that my mother might have stepped into that I didn't agree with, right? But she did it anyway. And, in her eyes, it was right. And that's okay. And I get it, right? I really do. But it ended up affecting the kids later, or it ended up affecting things later. And so what I want to do is make sure that I follow the leads of my kids, right? I want to make sure that they are in lead. They are the ones that are perpetuating the ship. I'm not, leading it or anything like that, but I'm kind of following their guides, right? So if there's something that they want for their children, that is something that I'm going to be okay with, whether I agree with it or not. I'm going to be okay with, allowing certain things to happen. That's just what I want to do. Respect differences is another thing. And that kind of leads along with, following your child's leads, right? Because your children might have different viewpoints on food, different viewpoints on vaccines, different viewpoints on different things. And you have to follow their lead, right? Because they are the parent, right? You raise them enough to be, to be competent enough to handle decisions like that, and you have to allow them to do that. And that's something that I most definitely want to do as well. Be supportive over their decisions. There may be things that are, not conventional, that your child might want to make over your grandchild, and even if it's not something that you necessarily agree with religiously or you agree with whatever way, you have to allow your child to make those decisions, and also to trust yourself enough, again, that you have raised your child enough in a best way that they are mentally capable of making such decisions. So, and that's one thing I'm very proud of with my daughter, is that I really do think that she is very capable of making such decisions. She has been with the man that she's with since they were in high school, and she's 26, he's 29, 28. So they've been together for years. Okay. And yeah. So I really do trust where they're at, mentally, in making decisions, even if I don't agree with everything. And there are some things that they have done that me and his mother don't agree with, right? But they're doing it and they've made it work. And now they're doing excellent, and I'm very proud of where they're at. The final thing I want to say no sometimes, right? That is something that I really honestly do struggle with when it comes to my kids, right? They have a way of convincing me to say yes, okay? Even if I want to say no. And I'm gonna listen, y'all. It pisses me off. But listen, I will say no and no and no and no. And they are gonna come back and say, Mom. And they have done that over the years, And yeah, I'm kind of a softie when it comes to them, I will let them get away with some stuff. I will let them, say, keep saying it, especially the youngest, especially my youngest son. Okay. Let me keep asking me and keep asking. And finally, I'll just give in, to whatever it is. I think that's a mom thing, right? Because my mother has done that with me as well. And, they've done that with me, and it is what it is. And I don't really feel any type of way. But when it comes to being a grandparent, I really do think you have to say no sometimes. That is not always the right thing to do, to say yes, and to just let, things happen like that. So, but anyway, guys, let me hit a quick timer for you guys. Somebody's knocking on my door. So bear with me just a moment, guys. Let me hit a quick timer and then we'll be right back to the shenanigans. All right, guys, my bad. I appreciate y'all still being in the building. Now, listen, guys, let's just finish talking about this real quick. So, definitely appreciate all of you for being in the building and just hearing all this out. But particularly, I just want to talk about just saying no sometimes, right? Because I really do struggle with that. I have a hard time saying no to my kids, and I want to change that with the grandbaby, because I feel like there's going to be times where my daughter and my son-in-law is going to have issues, with the child, and they want to say no. And the child is going to come to me and ask me, right? And I have to also say no. And that just kind of means just respecting their boundaries and different things like that and keeping those things in mind. So those are just some of the things that I wanted to talk about before I went into it. Let me go ahead and check you guys' comments, and then we will go ahead and show the reveal of the baby. Yes, guys. I'm so excited about all of this. And yeah, this is just so super exciting. Shout out to Karma52. You say, hey, Pri, Steph, and Ray. Appreciate you being in the building. And Ray says, hey to Karma. Hey, Teresa. Appreciate you being in the building. And you said, hey to Teresa. You said, hey, Miss Murph. I appreciate you as well. You said, hey to Pri, mods, and chat. Appreciate you being in the building, Miss Murph. You said, Karma52 says, hey, Miss Murph, my opinion. You said, hey, darlings, enjoy the vibe. Yes, yes, we need some positive vibes in here for baby Pri. Yes. You said Karma52. Hey, Redbone, appreciate you. You said, hey, Miss T Pri. And chat, being a grandparent is a blessing. Yes, it absolutely is. Oh my God, y'all have no idea. Those that aren't grandparents, right? You really have no idea what it feels like to carry on a legacy, especially if you've had a spouse that has passed on and you have the ability to continue and perpetuate that legacy, and I want to talk about that too, because he and I got married in March of the year that we got married, right? And the baby is going to be born in March. And the baby is going to be born the day before our wedding. Okay, that is the baby's due date. So it is absolutely amazing that this is happening like that. Like, uh, I can't even ask for anything more. I thought it was going to be the same day, but it's actually the day before. Okay, and it could be the same day, right? Because the first birth might come a few days before or a few days after, particularly a few days after, right? But yeah, the due date is the day directly before our wedding anniversary. And I am so excited about that. Just the fact spiritually that has come into fruition like it did. And then before my daughter had moved, before her and her fiance had moved over to where they are across the country in Arizona, they had lived in some apartments in Delaware where I lived as well with my mom. And well, my mom lived there, but I moved out and moved with my husband. Okay. And then I got pregnant, and then we had our baby shower at my mother's apartment. And my daughter also lived in those apartments about a few years ago before she moved to Arizona. And it's just amazing to see those pictures come to full fruition like this and come to full circle like that. To have her father there, and how funny he used to be, and he had the diaper cake on his head and stuff like that. And stuff, and just to have all of that happening like it is, and the beauty of the marriage happening the way that we did it, and how our daughter was there at our wedding. She was a month old on our wedding, and yeah, and just how amazing that is. And so now we're going to go ahead and reveal, but let me go ahead and continue to read y'all comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the reveal. You said, hey, my opinion. You said, hey, Redbone. You said, hey, Karma52. You said, hey, Miss Murph and Ray. You said, blessings to all grandparents. Yes, 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 yes. We need those blessings. You said, my grands just left. Okay. I kind of feel like I'm going to feel that way in a few years. Like, this child just left. Okay. We'll be calling the parents up, asking them to come get this child. Okay. You said, I guess it wasn't in the cards for me to be a GMA. Oh, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's meant for you to give those blessings to other children, right? There's some other things that you're meant to do. And then they might have those children later. Like my parents had us much later. They had me way later than I had my children. My mom was almost 30 when she had me. So, that's how that was. And, that's just how that goes. You said, I was very close to all of my grandparents. May they rest in peace. Yes, every single one of my grandparents are dead now. My grandfather was the last one to pass away. He died at the precious age of 92. And he was the last one to die. And yes, I'm now grandparentless, right? But I remember when all four of them were alive. I remember my father's mother is the first one that died, and then it was it was my grandmother that died, my mother's mother that died, which is the one I was the most close to. And then it was my father's father that passed away, and that was recent too. That was probably in the past 10 years. And then my grandfather, my mother's father, died, and that was in the past 2 years. So yeah, so I definitely understand. And at first, I felt empty when they first all died. Right. Um, I felt like a place of kind of, and my brother did too. My brother felt just different, like we had come to another space in life, and we didn't really quite understand how to navigate that space. But we're here now, and now that we have a grandchild, or he has a great niece or nephew in place, we're really excited about this and this new life and everything that's happening. But when they first all passed away, we felt a real void, that we couldn't fill, and or at least we thought we couldn't fill, until we realized that we can, and that's through our strength, and that's through everything that they taught us, right? And they weren't right in everything they did, especially my grandfather, man. That guy was crazy. Okay. He was, but he got his life together, towards the end of his life, especially in the past 20 years, 20 or 30 years of his life. He really did try to get his life together, and do right, and have a relationship with God, and also have a relationship with the family. And I think I'm okay with that. So, but either way, yeah, that's a real thing, to understand that all of your grandparents are gone. There's some people both of their parents are gone. I happen to have both of my parents still here, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Very thankful for that. I wouldn't know what I would do without them, for real. Um, if it wasn't for their guidance, and for the things that they teach me, and the things that they still tell me today, I don't know what I would do. And I thank God for that, and to be able to lean upon them for advice and different things that I need. So you said, T-Pri, you will be a great mama. Yes, I think I will. I really think I will. I absolutely think I will. But thank you for that. You say, yep. You said, hi. Hey, Josephine. I appreciate you being in the building. You said you will not be able to say no. Okay. I'm trying though. I have never been, well, I can't say that I have never been able to say no for my kids, because I have. But once I say no, right, and I be trying to be hard with it, then I'll go in my room and cry and feel some type of way. And then later on, I'll come out and be like, you can go, but don't mess with me. So, you can go, you can do it, but don't, whatever. Yeah, I'm so soft when it comes to my kids. I am so soft, and I think they know it too. I think they know it, and that's what pisses me off. But it don't matter. They still gonna do what they do. It don't matter, But yes, honey, I ain't never gonna be. Hey, Vida, I appreciate you. Thank you. You said congratulations on the grandbaby. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate that. I'm so excited. You said, hey, Vida, I appreciate you, sis. Josephine. You said, hey, Vida and Joe. You said Karma 52. You said, hey, Karma. You said, hey, Joe and Karma. You said Burry season, okay? Virgo season, okay? Right, though. Yes, honey. This one is going to be a Pisces. So, no, it's Pisces, Aries. So it's both of them. I think it's sitting on the cusp of Pisces, but it's Aries. It's Aries. So, yeah. And I'm going to tell you what we are. What we are. You said, baby, LOL. You said, I have no problem saying no. My husband is the yes person. I see, I'm the yes person, right? And it's funny because if my husband was still alive, he would have been the yes person. And I would have been like, hell no, right? Nope, you're not doing it. And you know, they would have went to dad and he would like, yes, you gonna go ahead and do whatever you want. And so now I take on his spirit, and yeah, I'm always saying yes. I'm always saying yes, man. I be wanting to say no. You know, it be in my soul, you know, to say no, but it don't come out that way. It always comes out as yes. Okay, like, and then I'll be mad, you know. Or if I say no, then I'll go back and feel bad, you know. And then they give me the look, you know. They give me the eye, you know. It works every goddamn time. It don't make no fucking sense, man. I'm such a softie when it comes to my kids, man. Listen, it don't make no sense. You said, Miss Murph, I can't say no to my grands. It's hard to tell my kids no when it comes to my grands, and they know it, right? I'm just saying. I want to say no, but it's just not gonna happen. Like, I be really wanting to say no. I be really wanting to. It don't work out like that. You said Redbone with the new money. Me saying no is probably why my daughter is a daddy's girl and her daughter is a pop-pop's girl. I'm just saying, like, listen, when I was a kid, right, my mom used to say nope. And I'll be like, I'll look at my dad. I go to my dad, ask my dad. I won't tell him I talk to my mom. He'll be like, yeah, here you go, baby. A couple of dollars and everything. By the time they find out, I done already did what I had to do, right? Like, it don't matter, you know. Now they mad, they want to put me on punishment and stuff, but you know, listen, you said yes, Dad, okay? Like, period. You know. Now I'm the same goddamn way. They looking at me laughing though. You said Miss Murph, my grandgirls get away with with stuff with their papa and boys with me. Okay, thanks. You said my kids are already in their 30s, so okay, but that don't even mean shit though, really. Hey, Glow, appreciate you being in the building, sis. Love you. You said Karma 52. You said hey to Glow. You said hey to Karma. You said hey Glam Mom. Yeah, girl. You know we the Glam Mom in here, all pretty and shit. You know. We gotta make the babies understand. But I'm about to tell y'all what we having. You said being a Gma is no. Being a Gma no is deleted out of our vocabulary. Okay, right. You said Steph said my Mima is 96. She's a tough woman. She has buried 3 husbands and don't like me too much. I used to really. You know what, Steph? I can see that about your Gma, right? I can actually see that. She don't fuck with you like that because you real as a motherfucker, okay? You don't play no games in 2023, okay? So she not used to certain things, but yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with being set in your ways, right? Ain't nothing wrong with being who you are, and what you've accomplished, and also what you've experienced in life. You know, there's probably certain things that she has experienced in life that isn't her fault, and that's why she's where she is. And she don't like you because you be talking real. But shout out to G-Mom for being 96. Yes, for sure. I want to be there too. You said used to resent her ways, but now I think it's funny. Right, exactly. You said kids figure out quickly which parent is a softie or a pushover. I'm just saying, man. I'm telling y'all, when their dad was alive, the dad was the pushover. He was the one. They could do whatever they wanted. It didn't matter what they could have. It didn't matter. Okay. Me, hell no, it wasn't going like that. And I still tried that, but I had to take on his spirit too and just let them do whatever they wanted. And even not let them do what they wanted, you know, I did have boundaries around a lot of things, a whole lot of things. But I definitely gave in and caved in to a lot of stuff. Okay. A whole lot of stuff. And so now I'm probably most definitely going to keep caving in to more stuff, you know, now that I got a grant. You said used to resent her ways. Oh, I think I read that. You said kids figure out quickly. Okay, I think I read that too. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do the reveal, okay? Because we are excited about baby Pri, and we know what's about to go on. I'm going to play a quick timer for all of y'all. Hit the like button, guys. All right, guys. So listen, 7% of people out of 28 votes believe that it was two twin boys. You were absolutely wrong. Okay. We are not having two twin boys. Praise the Lord. Okay. Because that would be some ish if we had two twin black men. Okay. That would be out here slaying on your asses. Okay. But we do got somebody about to slay on your asses, or it's two that's about to slay on your asses. Okay. Now, there's also 7% that said twin boy and girl. Okay. You were also wrong about that. There is not two twins. That's a boy and a girl. Okay. There were also 14% that there was two twin girls. Okay. You were wrong too. There are no twins, triplets, or any of that going on. We have a single child. So that goes down to a boy or a girl. Okay. 39% of you believe that it was a boy, and 32% of you believe it's a girl. Okay. Which one do you believe? Well, let's go ahead and reveal what we have. Yay! It's a girl! Baby Grand Prix Girly is in the building. Okay, yes. Okay. She about to have every pink, all pink, everything. Her nails about to get done. Okay. Her toes about to get done. She not building nobody bathroom. None of that bullshit. Okay. She is a girl. We are going to the beach. We are going to get our pictures, our selfies done. We're going to have our nails done. We're going to have tea time. We're going to have crumpets and all kinds of stuff, because that's what girls do. Okay. We are going to be together in the building, and baby Mother Earth is on the way. Okay. Yes. She is going to perpetuate what happens. And it's beautiful, because in my mother's side of the family, most of the firsts are women. Okay. It only be, in me and my brother, that my brother is the first, right? My brother is the firstborn, and then I came after him. Most of the women in the family are firstborn, okay? And then they have sisters or brothers afterwards. So this is something that is very, unique to our family. It's something that we do. We have girls first, okay? And so yes, we are having baby Rylan. I'm not going to tell you her middle name. I'm not going to tell you her last name or any of that. But I'm going to tell you her name is Rylan. We call her Rye for short, okay? And she is on her way. She is very, very healthy, okay? And we are very, very excited to have her. I am so, so happy to have her in my life. I don't know what to do. And yes, for those of you that said we are having a baby girl, you are absolutely right. And listen, y'all, I kind of told y'all the other day that it was a little girl. I kind of gave it away, right? When I said her father is writing a book, right? I was like, when I listened to the video, I was like, oh, damn, I done told them, right? But I really didn't tell y'all because it sounded like I was talking about my daughter's father, who has passed away. But yeah, her father is writing a book for her. And you guys, that book will be published and you guys will be able to see it. I am not going to post the registry publicly, but I will post it to those of you who wish to, send something and so forth and so on, because there are people that have asked for it. We are looking for all pinks. We're looking for all yellows, or whatever you want to do. Okay. If you want to do blue, that's fine too. But pink is what we are doing. Okay. We are buying pink cars. We are buying pink houses. We're buying all kinds of stuff. Pink real estate. This is what we're doing. Okay. Like, listen, honey. Okay. We out here like Barbie. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I am so excited to have a granddaughter. Oh my God. This is amazing to be a grandmother of a granddaughter of a Mother Earth that's coming through. Listen, she has so much power in her hands and she's doing so well. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of my daughter for holding her and keeping her and they're protected mentally and emotionally and everything. Um, and I'm just so happy for everything that they're going through. And my daughter calls me often and asks me for advice on different things that I've been through pregnancy, because I've had multiple children, and I've experienced different things in pregnancy, especially being sick and throwing up and all that stuff. And she just asked me about how to deal with it, and I'm giving her advice on that and helping her. And I'm so grateful that they're coming back to Delaware, that they can, that us grandparents can be here, because they have at least 3 of us that can be here. My husband has passed, but I'm here, and her other grandmother is here, and her other grandfather is also here to be able to help and support. And we're all in the club world, right? That's the beauty of it too, that we have the community behind us, and different things that we want to do in the community with the kids. And that's what it's all about, is perpetuating the the uh, the upcoming of our people, and making sure that our people are straight, and particularly our kids, and our grandkids, so that the future is not the same as what it was in the past, and that we can keep, making that right. I found myself recently, more than I've ever had, just taking care of the earth more than I have. And it's not because I really didn't care about the earth before, but I really do now, because I know that I have family in the future, that might actually experience, some issues from what we do in the world, So I try not to litter. I try not to do different things that would pollute the earth and different things like that for their sake, for things that they don't have to do. And it might be one little thing, not throwing a receipt out the window, or something like that. Just, that might help clean up the earth for them and make things a little bit better for them. And those are things that I try to do as best as I can, even though it doesn't always work out that way. But yeah, shout out to y'all for being in the building. Yes, we are having a baby girl out here. Her name is Rylan. We call her Rye for short. And I am so excited about this. I don't even know what to do. Let me go ahead and go over you guys' comments, and then we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I truly appreciate y'all being in the building. You say hey to Karma. Vita says, hey, Joe and Karma. I think I read that. You said Virgo. Yeah. You said B-Day, LOL. You said, I have no problem saying no, my husband is, yeah, okay. I read that one. You said, LOL, Miss Murph. You said Redbone with the new money. Me saying no is probably why my daughter is a daddy's girl and her daddy is a pop-offs girl. I think I read that too. You said, Miss Murph, my grandgirls get away with stuff with their papa and the boys with me. Right. I can see that happening in the future. You said, my kids are already in their 30s. So you said, Miss T. Free. What's up, Glow? You said, Karma 52. Glow, glow. You said, hey, Karma 52. You said, Glamma. Yes, yes. You said, being a Gma, no, is deleted out of our vocabulary. Okay, right. Now we memas and all that stuff. I think I'm going to be called Mimi. I prefer that. So, that would be cool. But if the baby calls me grandma, I'll be fine with that too. You said, my Mima is, oh, I think I read that. You said, used to resent her. Okay, I read that too. You said, kids figure out quickly which parent is a soft or a pushover, right? You said, she keeps saying she's ready to go. Okay, I read that too. All right, everybody is just laughing. Appreciate you, Ray. Thank you. Yes, it's a girl. You said, I said girl, right. So the kids, let me tell you guys, the kids were half and half. My son, that I talk about often over here, he already dreamed about a girl. He already knew we were having a girl. He told everybody we were having a girl. This is what we were having. He already dreamed about her. She already came to him, everything. They done talked, had a couple conversations and dreams and astral planing and stuff. So he already knew it was a girl. Like, that's what it was. Me, I was on the fence because I've seen two children. So I know that there's a girl and a boy. I just didn't know which one was going to come first. And so now I know the girl is here. And there'll be a boy too. But yeah, this one is first. And it makes sense based off of what I know about the family. So yeah. You said, woohoo, okay, yay. Yes, we are having a girl, guys. You said, I finally won a sector bet, right? Shout out to y'all. You said, Ray, I said a boy. Yeah, you did. But it is a girl. It is a girl. Yes. Congratulations to Ryland. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations again. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all. You said if she wants to build a bathroom, though, you got to let her, though. If she want to build a bathroom, let her build a goddamn bathroom. But you know what? We're going to get our damn toes and nails done beforehand, okay? And then she can go ahead and build my bathroom if that's what she want to do. Don't ask grandma for what to use for them tools, because I'm going to tell you, I don't know what the fuck you got to use to build a bathroom. I'm just saying. I don't know what the fuck, okay? All I know what to do is what bitches do, and we get our goddamn nose, our toes, and, our feet done and shit. That's what we do, okay? You said, I'm truly happy for you, all who are blessed to be grandparents. Me too. Oh, my God. It is such a blessing to become a grandparent. I was just looking at a picture the other day of one of my club sisters, my president. Her husband passed away 2 years ago from cancer. She's younger than me, and he's about my age, maybe a little bit older than me. And I was really fucked up over that. That was my boy. Right? I really fucked with him, and it's just amazing how we go through different stages in life, and we lose people. Including how I did with my husband. But we still, keep going on, and life still keeps going, and we end up with grandkids, and we end up with, different situations. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to live and see your legacy, you know, and the things that you've built and the things that you've done, and even if it wasn't perfect, it was something that you intended, to make right. And yeah, I just want to thank God for that, for that moment, to be able to see that time that I am blessed to say that I'm a grandma, and a grandmom of a girl, you know, and I can teach her a lot. I really can. He said, my new dog, baby Beagle, acting a fool. Okay, Bruno's still acting a fool too. He big as shit now. Bruno, my kitten, he's no longer a kitten. He's still a kitten, but he big as hell now. Okay, and I don't want to call the police on him no more. But he's still stalking me and shit. But he said, "Congratulations, godmother. Thank you, godson. I definitely appreciate it. Baby godchild, baby godgirl is definitely excited over coming in, and she is very healthy and doing absolutely well. So I appreciate all of you for being in the building." You said, "Hey" to Riz. You said, "Leaving footprints to carry on." Yes, 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 yes. And they will do it much better than we did, right? That's amazing. That's amazing. You said, "Karma Hayes says, all right, guys. So I just wanted y'all to know what the sex of the baby is and what we are doing from here on out. Truly appreciate all of you for being in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out, and I will talk to you guys later. It's a girl. It's a girl. Yes. Baby Rylan is on her way. I will talk to y'all later. Peace, guys. Thank y'all for watching.